Hello friends, in this lecture I will focus on transformer losses and transformer testing. In transformer testing I will focus on open circuit test and short circuit test, also known as OCSC test. These OCSC tests are used to calculate equivalent circuits parameter, like this circuit components. This R equivalent, when referred to this side or this side, we will have R equivalent, X equivalent, RC and XM. So OCSC tests are used to calculate these circuit parameters and also turn ratio of this transformer. So let's consider transformer losses first. A transformer has no moving part, so its efficiency is much higher than that of rotating machine, and normally a transformer has efficiency more than 95%. And various losses in a transformer are core loss, copper loss, load loss and dielectric loss. This core loss and copper loss are most important losses in transformer, and this contribute to the main losses. So core loss is actually consist of hysteresis loss and eddy current loss, where this is the formula, and this hysteresis loss is KH B max raised to power I into frequency. This F is frequency and this I is a constant which lies between 1.5 to 2.5, and for normal transformer this I is considered to be 2. And eddy current loss is KE B max square F square T square, where T square or T, this T is thickness of the lamination used to construct the core, and this formula is in watt per meter cube. And this core loss is because of alternation of magnetic flux in the core. And the most important thing about this core loss is that this core loss is constant for a transformer operated at constant voltage and frequency. Then comes copper loss. Copper loss is basically I square R loss. So consider a transformer where I have load here. Suppose I am having load here also. So I have load here, and here current I1 is flowing, here current I2 is flowing. So copper loss in this case will be I1 square R1 plus I2 square R2. Or if I have some equivalent circuit, like suppose like this, if I have equivalent circuit, then copper loss will be like, if from transformer ISC current is flowing, suppose, then overall copper loss will be ISC square into R1 plus R2. So this is our copper loss, which is also known as variable loss, because that depend on the current, and that depend on current or load current, because the current flowing through this is load current, and on this load current flowing through this also depends. So this copper loss is also known as variable loss, and this is this can be calculated by I square R. Next is load or stray loss, and this is mainly because of leakage field inducing eddy current in tank wall and conductor. So this leakage flux induce eddy current in tank walls also. So because of that eddy current we will have this load loss. Next is dielectric loss, and this is because of or mainly due to loss in the insulating materials, particularly in oil that we have used and solid insulation. So this is all about transformer losses. Now we will focus on transformer testing, and I'm considering first open circuit test, also known as OC test. The purpose of this test is to determine shunt branch of parameter of equivalent circuit of a transformer, that is this parameter or RC and XM. Also using this OC test we can calculate transformation ratio A, which is N1 upon N2. And in this test actually we give supply at rated voltage at one winding, and other winding is kept open circuited. So this here I am going to supply rated voltage, and here I will be on this side we will have open circuited. And so for our convenience in OC test we give supply on low voltage side, and high voltage side is kept open circuited. Why? Suppose we have a transformer like 2000/200 volt. So it is easy for us to give a supply of 200 volt as compared to 2000 volt. Hence we give supply at 200 volt. So we give supply to low voltage side and open circuit, and high voltage side is kept open circuited. So it is also called that OC test is performed on low voltage side. And from this low voltage side, see, we have this is the what are the arrangement. This is the arrangement of open circuit test. Here I give supply to the low voltage winding, then I have connected a wattmeter, ammeter, voltmeter. So we have three measuring instruments, and the output the readings of these measuring instruments are like this. This voltmeter gives me low voltage rated voltage value or V1. This ammeter give me no load current, because high voltage side is open circuited, so no load current is flowing here. Hence on primary side only no load current will flow. And this wattmeter will give me mainly core loss. Actually the reading from this wattmeter will consist of both core loss and copper loss. Copper loss is I square R, but this copper loss is very small as compared to core loss. Hence we have mainly core loss as the reading of wattmeter. So why this copper loss is very small? See, actually this is low voltage winding side we are giving supply, and on low voltage side resistance and reactances are very small, and its total sum is even, means total impedance on primary side is fractions of, means it is in fraction, point some in decimals, and also no load current is flowing through this primary side. So I square R is very small and is negligible as compared to core loss. So wattmeter mainly measure core loss power or core loss. So what we have from this OC test, we have low voltage supply as what voltmeter reading, no load this is no load current as ammeter reading, and core loss as wattmeter reading. So equivalent circuit will be like this: R1, JX1, JX2, R2. These are there, but this R1 and JX1's effect will be negligible. So what we have, this P0 is mainly core loss, or this core loss is I square C, means IC square into RC, where IC is current through this resistance or this part of the resistance. This is core loss component, core loss resistance. And in terms of no load current and no load power factor, no load current is IE and no load power factor is cos phi naught. I can write this core loss like V1 IE cos phi naught. So this P0 is V1 IE cos phi naught. Hence cos phi naught is P0 upon V1 IE. See, from this meter, from these measuring instruments, we have P0, V1 and IE. So we can calculate this cos phi naught. And also from the this no load currents triangle, we know that IC is, this IC is IE cos phi naught and IM is IE sin phi naught. So we have IC and IM because we know IE, and I can calculate phi naught from here. So I can have cos phi naught and sin phi naught. So I can calculate IC and IM. Now look in this circuit. This R1 and JX1 is very small. So voltage drop across this can be neglected. Hence this supply comes across this parallel branch, and hence voltage across this parallel branch is also supply. This is V1. So this RC will be what? This RC will be V1 upon IC. So RC is V1 upon IC, and this XM is what? This XM is V1 upon IM, and we know that what is the value of IC and IM, hence I can calculate XM and RC. Thus I can find parallel branch of this transformer referred to low voltage side, because I am giving supply on the low voltage side. Also, if I connect a voltmeter here, then I can measure output voltage V2 here, and I already have this V1 from this voltmeter. So ratio of V1 upon V2 will give me N1 upon N2, and that is transformation ratio. So from this test I can also measure transformation ratio, which is V1 upon V2 and is equal to N1 upon N2. So this is all about open circuit test. Next, I'll focus on short circuit test or SC test. As the name suggests, I have to short circuit something here, and generally we short circuit low voltage side and give supply on high voltage side. Why we do this I will explain later, but what we measure from this test is we measure series parameter of a transformer using this SC test. And what are that series parameter? The series parameters is like this: R1 plus R2 and X1 plus X2. So here we find R equivalent and X equivalent referred to high voltage side, because we are giving supply on high voltage side. This supply voltage which I gave here is denoted by VSC, and equivalent model will be something like this. See, I have short circuited low voltage winding or low voltage side, so equivalent circuit will be something like this, or I can have an ammeter here. Okay, so this can be thick wire or an ammeter. So this is the equivalent circuit for short circuit test as seen from high voltage side, because I am giving supply on high voltage side. This supply on high voltage side is actually variable. We start from 0 volt and increase the voltage until we get this rated current or rated full load current, and this rated full load current can be obtained at only 5 to 10% of rated voltage. That means if suppose our transformer is 2000/200 volt, then I can get this rated current only at voltage of about 200 volt only. So this is the case with short circuit test. And why we need only this 5 to 10% of rated voltage is required is that in this transformer, see, this R1 plus R2 and X1 plus X2 is very small. It is total sum is always total sum is less than 5 or 6 ohm, or it is about 5 or 6 ohm. So as this VSC required is just 5 to 10% of rated voltage, hence voltage across this is also less, across this parallel branch is also less. So no load current in this case is only 0.1 to 0.5% of full load current. Normally this IE, which I have denoted by I naught, normally this IE when I have connected some load here, in that case this IE is about 2 to 6% of full load current. But when I short circuit this secondary side, then this IE will be IESC, and this is around 0.1 to 0.5% of ISC, and this ISC is short circuit current, which is actually rated full load current of secondary side of a high voltage side. So from here what we have, this is the arrangement that we use to perform this test: wattmeter, ammeter, voltmeter. So what we measure from these instruments? Actually here wattmeter measures I square R loss mainly, ammeter measure short circuit current, voltmeter measures short circuit voltage. This short circuit current is also sometimes I2 full load rated current at high voltage side. So this will be your equivalent circuit diagram. And yeah, why this wattmeter is measuring only, means why the main contribution of this wattmeter is due to this I square R loss is that, see, in this test, in short circuit test, this IESE is very small, hence I square R loss due to this will be very small as compared to I square R loss of this. And here actually IESC is coming from this side, so here a part of this current will move in this side, and that current square multiplied by RC will be loss in this, or loss in core, and this core loss is very small because IESE is just 0.1 to 0.5% of full load current. So I square R loss for this will be very small, and this I square R loss is actually core loss. So wattmeter reading here is mainly because of I square R loss in the winding of the transformers, which is core, also known as copper loss. So this is the case in short circuit test. Now let us see how to use these parameters. Okay, this will be equivalent circuit diagram after removing this branch. Why we are removing this branch? Because this current is very small. As this current is very small, so I can remove this branch easily. So we will have equivalent circuit like this. Now we have VSC from our voltmeter, ISC from our ammeter, and PSC, which is nothing but copper loss, which is I square ISC square multiplied by R equivalent. R equivalent is R1 plus R2 from this circuit. So we have VSC, ISC and I square R loss, I square R from the meters or meter reading. So what we can do here to find this component is that, see, first this Z is actually V equals to Z into I, we know that V is ZI, we know that, so we use that formula here. So VSC upon ISC will give you Z, where Z is R square plus X square under root, where R is R1 plus R2 and X is X1 plus X2. Hence equivalent resistance R will be what? This actually R is what? I square this ISC square into R will be PSC, because this is copper loss. So R can be calculated by PSC divided by ISC square, and as we have overall impedance, resistance, so we can find inductive reactance X by Z square minus R square under root. So I have R and X equivalent when referred to high voltage side. So this is all about OC and SC test. Next we will see an example on this. The question is, here we have the following data we obtained on a 20 kVA 50 Hz 2000/200 volt distribution transformer. Find the circuit parameter for approximate equivalent circuit of the transformer referred to the high voltage and low voltage side respectively. And this is the, or these are the readings from OCSC test. So OC test with high voltage open circuited, that means OC test is performed on low voltage side. Voltage is 200, see this is rated voltage also. Current 4 ampere, ammeter reading, voltmeter reading is 200, ammeter reading is 4 and wattmeter reading is 120. SC test with low voltage short circuited, that is this is performed on high voltage side. Here voltmeter reading is 60, ammeter reading is 10 and wattmeter reading is 300. See here, this ammeter reading is 10, and from this relation you will also have 10. 20k divided by 2000 will be 10. So this is rated full load current SC test. This is rated low voltage supply OC test. Okay, so we will first calculate OC test. We will first calculate the parameter from OC test, that is performed on low voltage side. See, the wattmeter reading is, we know wattmeter reading for OC test is core loss. So this is P0 is 120, this is V1 which is 200, and this is IE which is 4. So we know P0 is V1 IE cos phi naught. From this I will calculate cos phi naught, and cos phi naught is P0 upon V1 IE. This will be 0.15. Substituting the values of P0, V1 and IE from here. So we can have theta naught from this. This theta naught is no load power factor angle. So IC is IE cos theta naught, as we have seen here. See, IC was IE cos theta naught, IM is IE sin theta naught. So we have that IC is IE cos theta naught 0.6, IM is IE sin theta naught. Since we have theta naught, so we can calculate sin theta naught, and IM will be 3.95. So XM, I have used L in subscript here also to denote that this is on low voltage side, because I have to calculate all the parameters referred to high voltage and low voltage side, and since this OC test is performed on low voltage side, so I have used this subscript L also in this X and R values. So XML will be V1 upon IM, this is 50.6 ohm. RCL will be V1 upon IC, this is 333.33 ohm. And transformation ratio A is N1 upon N2, which is here, this is a step down transformer, so this is transformation ratio will be V high upon V low, which is N1 upon N2. So this transformation ratio is VH upon VL, this is 10. So this is the results from OC test or low voltage side test. On high voltage side we have PSC is 60, VSC is 60, VSC is 60. No, actually there is a mistake here. This PSC is 300 actually. So let me rectify it. This is not 300, this is not 60, this is 300, 300 actually. So PSC is actually 300, this is PSC, so this value must be here. Okay, wait. Okay, yes, so this PSC is 300 actually, and this is not 60. VSC is 60 and ISC is 10, and we know that Z for SC test is VSC upon ISC, which is R square plus X square, and PSC upon ISC square is R. So Z is VSC upon ISC, this is 60 upon 10, that is 6 ohm. R is power or wattmeter reading upon ammeter readings square. Wattmeter reading is 300, ammeter reading is 10, so 300 upon 10 square, that is 3 ohm, and X will be Z square minus R square, that is 5.2 ohm. So this is the parameters that we get from SC test, and this SC test is performed on high voltage side. So these parameters can be written like R equivalent H, X equivalent H also. Now we have to calculate equivalent circuit of transformer referred to high voltage and low voltage side. So we need to find transformer parameter for transformer referred to high voltage and low voltage side. Now when referred to high voltage side, we already have X and R equivalent. X equivalent and R equivalent, these are referred to high voltage side. So R equivalent referred to high voltage side is 3, X equivalent referred to high voltage side is 5.2 ohm. Now that core or parallel branch parameters can be find like this. See, RCH, or this is RC referred to high voltage, that will be A square RC. Why A square RC? See, in the transformer, original transformer, what we have, I square R before transformation must be equals to I square R after transformation. So from there I have this relation, and I have also explained this earlier. So RCH will be A square RC, where A is 10, so RCH will be 33.3 kilo ohm, and similarly XMH will be A square XM, this will be 5.06 kilo ohm. So these are the parameter, okay, these are the parameters when referred to high voltage side. And when referred to low voltage side, we have this OC test is performed on low voltage side. So XM and RC obtained from this test will be XM low voltage and RC low voltage. So RC low voltage is 333.33 and XM low voltage is 50.6, and R equivalent referred to low voltage will be R equivalent referred to high upon A square, using this relation, means from I square R before transformation is equals to I square R after transformation. So R equivalent low equals to R equivalent high upon A square, A is 10, and X equivalent will be X equivalent high upon A square, where A is 10, and R equivalent H, X equivalent H is like this only. So these are the parameters when referred to low voltage side. So this is all about transformer loss and OC-SC test of the transformer. Thank you.